Hello, guys. We will talk today about very inspirational things.
Yes, I'm Gabito. I am the founder of Dream Build Connect, the number one community for creators and dreamers.
How you perceive body and mind alignment in your everyday life. How long ago did you start paying attention to it?
I meditate on what peace is because when we meditate, what are we trying to do? Our main goal is to basically find an at peace, release. What I think with me is I pray and I'm very religious. So that's my meditation in the morning. No phones until I do pray and Bible and gratitude. We all have a different way on how we meditate, but I meditate, yes, but in a different way.
When did you start doing so? Was there any shift in your life, or did you just wake up one day and felt, I need something more?
I think it all started with trying to become closer to God every day. I would say 3 to 4 years ago now, where I just decided, because I was in college and I was doing a lot of things that didn't really represent me or what I love to do. In college, you party, you drink, you smoke. And so I was never really in tune with my spirit or my body. That was 3 to 4 years ago. And then I decided to go to church every Sunday. And then ever since then, I've been getting closer and closer to my spirit and to the Lord.
So, what is your biggest intake from that change? How do you feel that within you? Is it peace? Is it maybe more power within, more creativity, more energy?
Definitely everything in between. You're more creative. You have more energy. You feel better. You feel better about the world too. Although there's so many things going on right now that are so violent and wrong, I still live at peace within my world. So really working on my spirit has helped me get closer to who I really am and what I love to do. It's just such a blessing to know that the mission and my plan and my life has already been chosen for me. I'm just following the plan.
And if you perceive it as a journey, where would you place yourself in that journey? Rather in the beginning, in the middle, or maybe you feel like quite advanced in that spiritual journey that you're referring to?
Now that I'm doing what I love after 2 years, I think that we are getting to the middle. We began, and now we're slowly getting to the middle. We're so close to breaking out into true greatness.
And how do you see the role of community in all that journey? Because, of course, it's a partially individual journey, your journey within. But I think it has a lot to do with the people around you, how they impact you and how you impact them.
Just like God said, community is love. And think about it. A community means a group of people. So if you bring a community, if you bring a group of people for a good cause and to love and help one another, that's what God wants us to do, is literally just love one another. And I think now community is everything because we're losing that faith and love within each other. You see what's going on in the world today. Like, people just want to benefit themselves. Community is love because we're all sharing it amongst each other and not wanting to be better than one another or gatekeep stuff. Community is everything, and what I'm building is truly so special to me because we get to impact lives. We get to make new people friendships, new connections, new business opportunities. And tomorrow we made something out of nothing. It's like the imagination rules the mind. You have to imagine like what you want first in life and then just follow the steps towards that dream.
And I don't know you for long, but since I've known you, it's definitely true. You do things out of nothing. It's very creative, all these events, all these people that you make meet. Maybe you could tell us a bit more what you do. You work with community.
Yes.
Work with creative people.
Exactly. basically, I started Dream Build Connect. Ever since 2014, I was on Instagram. I was obsessed with Gucci, Balenciaga, Supreme. It was my lifestyle, fashion, streetwear. So that's what really got me into posting on social media. And I built a following of over 20,000 organically because I just kept posting and posting. And I landed my first paid brand deal in 2019 when I was in college. And it felt so surreal. And it was a really top company. It was Rossignol in France. It's a ski wear. They sent me cashmere sweater. They sent me like the latest shoes. And I was like, no way. I changed my life over the past 5 years. I was 220 pounds and now I'm like 170, 175. So it all started from that, building every day since 2014, my social media. And then I was like, okay, I love to post about myself, but like, I want to make a business out of this also, since I have so many followers and an audience. I built Dream Build Connect. That was like 2 years ago. I started a community. And then I was like, I personally don't have a bunch of good friends at home. You know, where I'm from, it's just very rare to see an entrepreneur or someone who wants to go above the normal life. I want an extraordinary life. I don't want the normal.
That's amazing.
Like, I want to be that 1% that changes the world, but in a positive way. So I always knew to do that, you need an audience. You need people who are going to follow you in your journey, right? And that's why I was connecting with creators all around the world. I was building my Instagram. And like I said, I transferred it over to Dream Build Connect. And I was like, I want to host this because I want to make new friends, new people that are in the same lane, people that want to go be that 1%, people that are very creative, people that are going to invite you to stuff that you love. You know what I mean? To me, building that community was life-changing. And that happened literally a year ago, last July.
And it's growing very fast, as I saw here in Barcelona. What I want to ask about is also when you talk about all these changes, you refer to your personal changes in lifestyle, in your mentality, in your spirituality, in your relations to people. My question is, what was the biggest source of these changes? You said already God, right? You being religious, but what was beneath that? What you were missing? What you wanted to get in your life, to find in your life?
I would say really the consistency of just knowing what I wanted to do. That was the power. Knowing that, like I said, I've been doing this since 2014. I've been wanting to be a star my whole life, but because I wanted to change the world. That's my number one thing, change the world in a positive way. So since I knew what I wanted to do since I was such a young kid, it's just the path that I followed, and consistency really helped me. So 4 years ago, when I was out of shape, overweight, 225 pounds, eating 5 to 10,000 calories a day, drinking also with my friends and stuff in college, I stopped it. I just started to really say, hey, I don't like this anymore. I'm going to change my life. It's going to start today. And that's why I want everyone to understand is like, this very second, you could change everything and anything. You can do whatever you imagine. I want a successful business. I want to go to Europe. I want to lose 40 pounds. It's all possible. You just got to start.
So I understand this would be your advice, let's say, to other people. If we dive deeper into it, I think we live in the world of opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities. And when you are a young person and you enter into adulthood, you enter into figuring it all out, you may feel lost. And I know many people compare themselves to others who already know what they want, what they always wanted to do. So what would be your advice to those people who still struggle to find their answers and they compare themselves to those who have known it since the beginning? They have known what they want to do. They have known what's their mission. It doesn't happen to everyone. What's your advice?
I always think about this every day because you're right. There are people that know what they want, and there are people that have no idea what they want. It's a really scary thing not to know what you want, because that means that you're doing life without having a purpose. It's all about having a purpose. It's all about, what do I love? What is my creativity? What am I good at? You just got to showcase it to the world. And I see a lot of people doing comparisons. And at the end of the day, you look to your left, nobody's here, nobody here. Why would you compare yourself to anyone? This is your own world. You could change it right now. It's just, you have to have the love and confidence in yourself. Because guess what? We can't change anything. All we could do is change our actions that will lead to change in our life.
I definitely agree that it all starts with self-love, as you say, that sometimes we forget about it, how precious we are within. And some people, they aren't born with this idea that I am enough, I am precious. They get lost. And was it natural to you to find this self-acceptance and self-appreciation?
Always, because, like I said, what I grew up with loving is the way you can dress. The way you can dress is self-expression and love. So ever since a little kid, my parents dressed me so well. I always had that self-love and confidence. Even when I was 225, I still had that confidence. People don't love themselves nowadays, and you can't change that. You can't change yourself. I can't make myself look any different, grow height, grow. And it's all what we can do to change. Get in shape, read amazing books, dress your best that you can possibly dress, invest in yourself. I think people have to understand that to look your best and feel your best, it's a huge investment. Money, time, effort, consistency. You have to love yourself. This is the one existence, one opportunity we have, and this is what we have, is just ourselves. So why compare? Why think that you're not good enough? I just want people to understand to love yourselves, because you can't change yourself.
That's an amazing mission, very useful nowadays, very helpful. My question is how to make it the most tangible possible. Because when people talk about self-love, self-appreciation, they sometimes may have the feeling that it's all somewhere in the abstract reality. But how to do that? How to act upon these things?
It all comes down to the life purpose. You have to understand what you want to be, and how you're going to make an impact on this world, and then just be consistent at it and get to your goal. But it's not A to B. It's infinite. We're forever going to chase these dreams and goals, but we have objectives, obviously, on the way that we hit to get to where we want to be, but it's an everlasting chase. People have to realize that it's not going to happen in a couple of months or years. You got to have a passion towards these things.
Where do you get this passion from?
I would say from God and my parents, and just how I see the world. Because I see it in a different way. I see it in a world of love, of peace, of joy. Because at the end of the day, why would we ever waste our precious time being sad or upset or not loving ourselves? We have no time to do that.
Let's imagine you wake up one day and it's a regular day. Nothing amazing happens. Where do you find all these things? How do you make the world better in that day?
I would say social media, using my community, talking to my people, and also just doing what is righteous outside of my life. Every day I'm trying to be 1% better and really try to understand what being righteous is. That's what leads me every day to just trying to do my best, helping others. How can I help? How can I just impact this world and make a change?
Do you have many people around you who help you with that? And I'm not only referring to community that you are building, but also people who helped you in a role of mentors, of some role models.
Oh yeah, my biggest role model is Virgil Abloh.
Okay.
from Off-White and Louis Vuitton. He's honestly my biggest role model because what he did to this world was just life-changing within fashion, streetwear, and just culture in general. He's amazing. He was the creative director of Louis Vuitton, just a kid with a dream, and he followed his dreams. He spoke so poetically about life, and he's honestly someone that I wish to follow his steps towards achieving greatness and breaking stereotypes, breaking all formality of rules. He really has shown me that anything is possible.
When we talk about dreams and making dreams come true, you are from US. There is a stereotype that it's a country of dreams. Do you really feel a cultural difference while you are here working with creative people from Europe? Do you feel a difference in mentality?
I definitely think the cultures are different here. And with the creatives, I would say since we hosted one event here, I can't speak for much, but I definitely see that US is the city of dreams because you can meet a bunch of great people, but I feel like the hustle culture and like the race to be number one is a bit toxic there because not as many people want to build with you and is everything when you want to get to the top, when you want to be one of the best. You're going to have to merge with other companies that are on the same mission so that both of you can go up together. We've made a bunch of collaborations so far because people see the mission and purpose and want to be able to help you to achieve that next level of accomplishment.
We are talking a lot about social media, being an influencer. Do you find some toxicity in that? Something that you would rather skip?
Yeah, because I feel like nowadays people are chasing numbers, the most views, the most comments, the most engagement. But then there's amazing creators that make so much valuable content. It's always good and bad and everything, but some people try to do it for the clout.
Maybe they miss some heart in it. They miss putting feelings into it. They turn it more into the numbers and forget the passion beneath that.
Yeah, definitely.
What helps you keep that passion?
The whole point of me creating is just to motivate people. I don't care if one person sees it or a million people see it. I'm just grateful to be able to talk my mind and people relating to it. All I want to do is just motivate.
People who want to motivate others, as you do, what is their secret of their own motivation? Who motivates them? Is it you on your own or, again, maybe some mentor, maybe someone around you?
Life is literally once. I want to be the best, the healthiest, the smartest version of myself, not comparing to others. I only focus on myself. That motivates me every day is wanting to be the best version of myself. Because at the end of the day, all we have to prove it to is ourselves and God. For me, the motivation is just the consistency of doing it every day.
Do you sometimes envision that you will be given another chance if we dive a bit more into spirituality?
I agree, but that's in heaven and we're on earth. We're so blessed to even be in this present moment right now, honestly. Sharing these moments, being here in Barcelona, it's just a blessing. We can never focus on the past or what we could have done because it's already over. We literally can't go back. Presence is everything, and I feel once you find the presence in enjoying your life in the moment, that leads to all the happiness.
I think presence is crucial, as you're saying, and the biggest enemy of presence is our thoughts. When we overthink, when we compare, try to figure it out all at once. What makes you peaceful in all this rush of social media, of being an influencer, of motivating people, of being for the people? What helps you calm down?
I go back to the basic principles. I know a lot of people try to get psychological, but it's just the basic principles of why worry about someone else? Why things are happening 24/7 right now? Things are changing at this very moment. be at peace with the present, be at peace with yourself, and be at peace with this world. All three of those can just lead you to understanding that just this moment matters. Just be peaceful, enjoy it. Because a lot of people didn't make it to today. I just think of the principles from really just the basics of learning and understanding that
what lies beneath presence is also appreciation, is being grateful.
Yes, huge.
Yes, and do you have a daily routine to be grateful? Do you point out some things that you appreciated yesterday or this morning?
I should do that more, honestly, to see like the accomplishments of yesterday and what I want to accomplish in the future. But for me, it's like in the morning when I'm praying, I just say what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for waking up. I'm thankful to be healthy. I'm thankful to look like this. I'm thankful to be in this position that I am right now. I'm so thankful to be following my dreams. So thankful that I'm healthy. There's so many things to be thankful about. So for me, it's really giving that presence as soon as I wake up. I'm in a good mood and I continue the day like that. And yeah, just thankful throughout the day of like, life is happening. I'm like so thankful for right now. I get to speak, I get to talk, I get to be healthy. It's all about living in the present.
Appreciation seems like a very soothing experience, very warming, very touching experience that we get within. And it makes us somehow more peaceful. It makes us more aligned within ourselves. Because it's crucial, especially nowadays in this world of opportunities, in this world of rushing, in this world of overthinking, to get our daily routine to come back down to earth with the feeling that it's all good, it's all enough, we are doing fine, and we are grateful for what we have. So I'm glad you are also speaking about it and we are talking about it now. Also, I wanted to ask you, with a lot of plans that you have, with a lot of actions that you take, there must be some ambition beneath that. And ambition is something that is very linked to being competitive, to reaching goals that are still ahead of you. How do you find balance with this feeling and the peace within?
It makes me peaceful knowing that what I'm doing is I'm going for the number one spot. That's what motivates me also. I just don't believe in competition because at the end of the day, it's my own world. You have your own world. Like at the end of the day, no one else is building what I'm building. What I'm doing continuously shows me that it's going to work out. For me, there's no competition. I'm in my own world. I'm creating my own ways. I see the world in a different way than everyone here. And so do you, and so does everyone.
This is how you eliminate the competition from outside. Do you eliminate the internal pressure? Do you struggle with that, or did you struggle with that in the past?
Maybe back then comparisons, of course, because maybe someone has something that I don't and I want it. But we all have that. Every time I pass the product store, I want everything in there, but I can't have it now, but I'll have it one day in the future. That's what keeps me going, is just knowing that I'm going to get there. It's on God's timing and His plan for me. I'm not going to rush it, but I need to put every action towards what I'm asking and searching for.
Do you also practice manifestations or affirmations?
I'm not going to lie to you. Not really. If I'm going to do something or if I want something, like I said, I know my end goal, but do I manifest? When I talk to God, I tell him what I want consistently, but am I like manifesting every day for something? Yes, towards God, but saying that I'm going to do something, no. Because if I want something, I'm going to do it, but with my action. Instead of talking about it, I have an imagination and I execute on what I'm thinking.
Did it ever happen to you throughout all this journey that you said, I will do that, but you didn't manage?
Oh, so many times. It's just since being a business owner, you have a million tasks to accomplish. It's hard to do everything at the same time. So what I do is I just take on the main tasks that I want to accomplish and I go and execute them. Just like this event tomorrow. We executed it in 4 days, and we're going to do basically an editorial shoot for a jewelry brand with a famous photographer in a social club. So it's all about taking opportunities, seeing what you can do with them, putting it out to the world, seeing who loves it, and they're going to join you.
How I understand your answer is focus. That's the key word. Focusing your energy on this one thing that you want to achieve. What helps you keep being focused without distractions? Do you feel overwhelmed, for example, with all these people, all these events, all the social media? What do you do then?
I should feel overwhelmed. Honestly, I don't. Because like I said, I live in the present. I know in tomorrow, I have to step up. I have to throw an event. I have to curate a nice room. I have to curate an amazing, unique experience. I'm blessed to be able to have those worries. I'm blessed to be in this position. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm so blessed. I'm ready for the future.
Mm-hmm.
The uncertainty fuels me. That's my energy. Because you never know. Your day is coming. Just keep going because your day is so close. Why quit today if tomorrow can be the day I win?
Once I heard that it's not about what happens to us, but how we interpret it. For example, uncertainty. Some people interpret it in a way that makes them anxious, generates fear. But if you interpret it in a way of opportunities, then you actually may feel excited. It's a great mindset to cultivate. And we've been talking a lot about mind today, about your mindset, how you achieve things for your focus, for your energy, for your wishes, your passions. Now let's come back to the body, because SOMAtalks is also about body and mind alignment. Do you have some routines? How to take care of your body, how to treat your body well?
Of course. When I was 225 pounds, I decided to get skinny quick. I feel like everyone wants that formula to just in 1 month lose a bunch of weight. What I did was I ran 5 miles every day and did ab workouts right after. So from 220 in 2.5 months, I lost 40 pounds because I was really consistent at it. Ever since then, 5 years ago, I basically changed my life. Started working out 5 to 6 days a week, and Sundays are for football. So I've been playing football toda mi vida, and I love it to death. Football is everything to me. So that really helps. I also play very often because it's my therapy. It's my love. It just lets me be who I want to be. It lets me be free. 5 days a week in the gym, 1.5 hours. I train for an hour and 30 minutes. That's the consistency to maintaining a healthy life. And I want to grow my body. I want to be the healthiest that I can be. And also food is a huge role in health. Watching what you eat, be consistent at working out.
It's a way of showing respect to your body, taking care of that. How do you listen to your body's needs in such moments? Because some people have their automatic routine, which they treat as a way of treating your body well, taking care. But what if you don't feel like going to the gym at a given day? Would you rather still go because overall it's good to you? Or would you make a break because your body asks you for that?
It's a routine. It's like waking up. I already know what's going to happen. So I go no matter what. And obviously we all get sick, but no, I haven't gotten sick in so long either. It's really about just maintaining the consistency of knowing what you're going to do every day. I know that I am going to the gym Monday through Friday and Saturday. Optional.
Again, you mentioned consistency. My question is, do you doubt sometimes? Do you wake up and you feel, I'm not sure anymore?
No, honestly, no. But a lot of people do feel that. And I'm just blessed to be here. Why would I go against what God wants me to do? I know what I have to do to get better every day. I see a lot of people go through droughts and Honestly, you gotta just love yourself and be powerful to tell your mind, this is what we have to do every day to consistently get better. We have to do this every day, no exceptions.
You are referring a lot to the God, but do you know people who found their ways in another way? Not necessarily God, but they found another source of their power and peace.
I think if you just remove God out of the question or just remove him, you just have to believe in the universe. So no matter what, you should love yourself, you should love others, you shall not do wrong. At the end of the day, it all leads to being righteous. We all have to be righteous people, knowing what's right and what's wrong. But nowadays, nobody knows that, which is where society is ultimately going. We're losing the righteous. It's really scary.
And what is the reason behind it?
Because of what's going on in the world. Sometimes I might die. I might have some doubts. But ultimately, I know I will not let the negative activities going on in this world, the situations, affect me. I know it could affect a lot of other people. Every time you open your phone, it's something crazy. The past day, shootings, bombings, it all sounds like a fairy tale of evil. And I don't condone with that. I think I'm strong enough to have this mindset, be a good person, spread love, spread joy, help others, just do your best. Because I also feel like this world is definitely, like I said, it just feels like a movie. Everything is traumatic.
But there are ways to keep the positivity within, even when we see the negativity outside. How do you find balance with being a good person facing negativity? Because many people who are considered as good ones, they are seen a bit vulnerable, easy to touch, easy to hurt, easy to manipulate. How do you find balance with that? How to be a strong, good person?
Sometimes I really am that good of a person where I let people run over me, people do things to me, because I also don't believe in violence or anything like that. I want to live at peace. So if someone's going to do wrong or someone's going to want to hurt me, I don't condone to that. I don't condone to violence or any bad energy, bad vibes. You can't hurt me. You can't destroy me. It's waste your time on bad energy and bad people. Just focus on the good. A lot of people push me over, of course. But as a good person, I'm very vulnerable.
And the last episode of SOMAtalks was exactly about energy, about our energy within. From my understanding, you definitely believe in the energy that we carry inside. I also talked in the last episode about the feminine and masculine energy, how we combine these two. And in the world of creativity, which energy do you feel the most? Here, I am not referring to genders, because we both have feminine and masculine energy. Feminine being the softer, vulnerable energy, and masculine more centered into achievement, into action. And every human being has these two channels of energy that are combined. In the world of creativity, which energy do you feel the most? More achievers, masculine energy, or more vulnerable, creative, soft souls of feminine energy?
I would say a mix of both. I want to achieve all my goals, and I also am pretty soft person. I let people push me over sometimes just because I'm nice and I'm not very tense.
But do you feel hurt at the end of the day, or you're just not bothered?
I'm not bothered, honestly. But I also think this is the New York in me. You got to be tough to live there because very weird things happen all the time, spooky things. It's just crazy. It has built this indestructible wall in me to where us New Yorkers, we don't care much about anything.
Is there something else that you have in your mind, your experiences, your mindset, the alignments found within? Is there any reflection that comes to your mind when we talk about these things?
I would say just love yourself, be a good person, be righteous, spread love, spread peace, spread joy. Because at the end of the day, this is the only chance we get. These are the basic principles. You'll see it come back to you 10 times. So really just love yourself, be aligned with who you are and who you want to be, and take those steps and actions towards who you want to be. Never give up, especially on your dreams and being that person, because this is the only chance we're going to get. Live it like that. Every day is your last. This second might be my last. You never know.
What would be the final advice for people who think they know who they are? They think they know what they are meant to do, but then they lose this feeling. They don't know anymore.
How to find the answer. That's a deep one. I think you have to be in tune with your spirit and your body. Know what you want to do. You gotta have a couple ideas. We're all creatives. Each and every one of us has a unique creative mechanism. So just know what you want to do, and if you don't, search for it. Try different things. See what you're good at, see what you love, and see if you could execute it to be the best.
Trying is a key word.
All you have to do is act and try. Because if you don't try, you never know. The only risk is not to take one. Yeah.
Trying, acting, and observing how you interact with the actions that you take. If it works for you or not. If you feel that or not. If it gives you more harm or more satisfaction. I believe that through trying, we will find the answers, because not everyone is lucky to find it so early or to be nearly born with that vision. Not everyone has that.
I think my parents gave me that vision because I feel like there's nobody in this world like me. There's nobody else in this world like you. There's nobody in this world like whoever they are currently.
There has never been a
time in your life. Make a legacy in your name. Write it. Be it. Dream it.
It's a beautiful mantra.
I just see the world in a different way. And I feel if we all see the world as in like it's ours, there's no competition, there's no going against each other. Let's all do this together, because we all have our own world, but we're all on this one. Let's just help each other get to our goals.
You were talking a lot about things that are extraordinary, that are meaningful to you, that drive you. Are you sometimes scared of mediocrity, of average life?
That's the whole reason why, ever since I was small, I always knew I wanted to be the best. But by changing the world, by showcasing people that like it's not evil, by showcasing that we can be positive, that we can build and grow together, bringing back what real friendships are made of: love, joy, peace, unity. If we all just have that mindset of wanting to do this together, we're going to build a better world. That's what I'm building with Dream Build Connect. The world is unfortunately ran by the higher ups. It's a weird thing to think about, but it's the media controls everything we see. And of course, it's bad.
We also co-created, and we have some influence over that. Maybe limited, but you also, as a content creator, we have influence on that. We can show the good things. It's really inspirational to see people thinking and doing things in alignment. Actions aligned with the mindset. I used to be perfectionist, but I don't believe anymore in perfection in this world. I don't think it exists. So I just try to focus on the good things, on the positive things, on the beautiful things. And I think the best possible version of this world is all abundant in these things. In beauty, in acceptance, in appreciation. I think it's a huge part of beauty of this world to appreciate. Because as you said, not everyone is given this opportunity to be here, to do things that they wanted to do. I think appreciation would be the base, the core of the best possible reality, filled with good intentions, with beautiful things happening, with people creating things together. And I'm also deeply fascinated by yoga. And yoga means unity. Being united is also a core concept for a beautiful reality that we can create. And everyone that I met who seems to be a happy person, a fulfilled person, has this mindset. And the reason behind the podcast and the reason behind talking to people and spreading these ideas is to show them how to create this mindset. For some people, it may sound idealistic or abstract, but there are ways that individually help each one of us to create this mindset and to foster it in everyday life. For you, it might be creativity, community, being around people. It might be fashion. It might be self-expression. For me, it's maybe rather yoga, meditation, talking to people. And for every one of us, it will be a different thing. So the key is to find it and to act upon it.
I agree. I think finding it is also just, at the end of the day, being righteous and loving yourself. I think that's probably why we're in this predicament right now, because everyone's comparing themselves to other people. Everyone wants other things. It's a sad reality to live in comparison.
In constant substitution of self-love, looking for somebody's approval, becoming dependent on other people. It's a really sad thing. That's why we are talking about it, so that we can show that people don't have to act like this. They can find the source within. They can find the love and the appreciation within, independently of others. And that's the key.
It's a topic to bring up that the duty of us as humans is also to do that to other people, loving others in a deep way, though, wanting to see your people succeed. A lot of people don't want to see that anymore. Help out the next person, give your hand to the person and help them jump to another level. I feel like that doesn't happen often anymore, because we lost that sight of, I just want to be the best and I don't care about you.
Some people perceive helping others as a waste of energy, as giving your energy away. But how I perceive it is exchanging energy, because you share this energy and it comes back to you in another form. But honestly, what gives me the most power and the most energy is giving this energy away to people and then receiving it back in a modified form.
That's the whole point of community, is exchanging so many energies within an event. Wow. One person talks to 20 to 30 people and there's 50 people there. 50 times 30, you know what I mean? But it all comes down to who's hosting the event first. Because if I'm not curating that good energy, it's going to be bad energy. But as you could tell, everyone there, even though we never met them, they're open to connecting, open to talking, opening to being your friend. That's a synergy that can't be replaced. That's why I know there's no competition, because I've been to plenty of events, the best of the best, the worst of the worst, and it's all the same thing. They're following the same formality. You never see the event host be so into everyone and helping each other. Oh, talk to this person. Oh, this person would be so cool for this. You don't really see that from an event host ever. That's why I know that we're going to make it, because we're doing something that doesn't exist.
Do you see yourself in the same area of building communities, or would you like to expand into something different? How do you see your personal journey?
This is just a step. This is a step towards exactly where I need to be. And Dream Build Connect is just my resume to show what I can do. There's a lot more steps to go, and I want to change the world. I want to be an activist for peace, for creativity, for wanting to change culture and the way people connect. I'm not very political, but for me, this is how I could change the world. Peace, joy, creativity, expanding everyone's minds, understand that anything is possible. You just gotta know your future and what you want to do.
Thank you, Gabi. It was an incredible conversation. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and experiences with us today. And I know our listeners are walking away with a lot of valuable takeaways. So to everyone tuning in, thank you for joining us. Your support means a lot. And don't forget to follow Gabi and Dreambuild Connect on Instagram and check out their work there. Until next time, keep exploring. Stay tuned for the next things coming on the channel. Thanks for listening. SOMAtalks, Agata Daras.